calendars for next Thursday because Legends in Lore 2 is happening at Kauffman Auditorium. I'm joined now by Cris Osier and Jack Dio, partners that have been making these historical events happen for about 15 years now together. Cris, I'll start with you. This event is a fundraiser for the Marquette Regional History Center. How significant of a fundraiser and an impact will this event, the attendance, have on the center?
Yeah, well, we placed this in January because it is a very slow time for a museum in the Upper Peninsula, but also it's a time after the holidays and people want to get together and do something super fun. And as you said, Jack and I have been working together now for so many years we can't even believe it sometimes, but we're really excited to pack Kauffman Auditorium. We love to help that nonprofit in our area, and it's really just a fabulous night.
Jack, you've been doing these for years now. You've had several events like this, but they're always different and they change shape. How do these come together, and what do you look for when putting together these events?
Well, we had so many topics over the years about buildings in Marquette or fishing or hunting. There's so many stories now that we're calling it Legends and Lore, so we can give more stories. In fact, I think there's 11 different short stories we're going to give this Thursday. Jim Koski has 6, I have 5, and it's going to stay that way now because there's just too much history to just do one topic a year.
And it sounds like these events, it's not like you're just sitting into a history lecture.
No.
It feels like you're learning really fun and quirky stories.
This is going to be a great one. I said that last year because I had that Michigami Nancy Reagan talk. I just saw Jim's 6 Monday, and just alone that's great. But mine are even better. So we're going to show 220 photographs that night.
And we're going to show about 6 right here this morning. So we do have a preview so we can start.
And I think the first one, that's kind of our headshot here.
Okay.
That's a train wreck in Michigami that happened in 1939, right along the Michigami River. That train track still runs there. And 2 men were killed. There was a lot of passengers that nearly got into the water too. And I actually knew the grandson and got a lot of these photos from him, Frank Richardson.
So you actually...
So yeah, we got movie footage of this too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's see what else you have for us.
Well, my big story is Frank Matthews. Right here near the airport, Frank had a museum called the Jackson Mine Museum. And there wouldn't be a Michigan Iron Museum without this man. And in 1980, I was 27 years old. I hired the best videographer in Marquette and sound man to go out there, and I did a video for 2 hours. I took the best 12 minutes of it. And Frank is just the most opinionated, amazing man. And I took that photograph when I was 27. So you're going to hear the Frank Matthews story, which led to the Iron Museum. And it's pretty amazing.
So legendary Youper right there.
Oh, he's amazing. This one I called The Snowshoe Priest Gets a Hot Foot. And I'm not going to tell you much more, but I have a movie of when this was put up there, brought across the Portage Bridge. It was made in Hancock, that statue. And we have a movie of it when they put it up in Lance. And I won't say any more about that.
You'll just have to go to the event and learn a little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit about the hot foot story. Jim's doing J.D. Pierce School, which was attached to Longyear. It actually was demolished at the same time Longyear Hall went down. And he's calling this a different kind of a school because and a lot of students went there over the years. J.D. Pierce, and he's got a whole story about the history of that school coming up too. And he's doing one on department stores on Washington Street, and there was a ton. I mean, from Penny's to Gamble's to Woolworths to Jupiter to Montgomery Ward's. That's kind of Jim's forte, is Marquette history of the downtown. And he's assembled through the History Center some of the most amazing old ads and stories. And it ends with the trestle coming down. He's also doing a history of the trestle. That's one of Jim's stories there. I took that photo as it was coming down in 1999. And that was a big deal in Marquette. A lot of people are still mad about that.
I think so.
Really interesting stories.
Yeah.
How long can you expect this event to run? Oh, looks like it's about 2 hours, Thursday, January 23rd.
Yeah, it could be.
yeah,
You know,
you-
I never know till we do it. Because
Right.
I
You
haven't
just
heard
kinda
Jim's talk yet. So if he goes slow, it could be 3 hours. I don't know.
All right.
It's
yeah.
always fun.
I mean, it sounds like it's going to be a really fun and engaging thing.
Yeah.
Chris, where can people go to get their tickets and learn more?
The easiest is marquettehistory.org. You can also come to the museum. We're here, we're open, and we're ready. Hopefully we'll have tickets sold out, but maybe the night of, and there will be announcements on social media and yeah.
And if tickets are sold out, the History Center, there's so many cool exhibits. There's the research library to utilize, so you can get in there kind of on your own time and do a little bit of digging into the legends and lore. That's all the time we have for right now, so I wanted to thank you both for coming in.
Come early because there's a pre-show though.
Oh, come early because
Yeah.
there's pre-show. I will share all of this information to our website, uppermichigansource.com.